So, what is the future of camping in Australia and perhaps most of the world? Does this question even need to be asked? Well, we are right in the middle, for one reason or another, of a fuel crisis at the moment. Is it perhaps a bit contrived? Maybe. But does it make any difference to the average punter? Probably not. So you go to the Bowser, you pay whatever's there. Traditionally in Australia, most caravaning, which is probably what a lot of people use to travel around the country, is heavy caravans and heavy four-wheel drives that use diesel as a fuel source. And that's the fuel that's being affected the most, because it's also the fuel that we use to transport our goods around the country. So, question, can people camp in a sustainable fashion using diesel if the prices continue to go up? And I think it must surely be a resounding no. So, here we are at the far end of Lake Bonny, having had 4 days here, a lovely time in not a free camping spot, but a cheap camping spot where we have to bring our own facilities. We're not a tourist park. And we're just contemplating this question. So a few weeks ago, we were at the other end in the Discovery Park, and we looked around, and I mean, this is what a lot of campers do. We go from place to place, and we look what people are using. And again, all heavy caravans, four-wheel drives running on diesel. And I thought, is this the way to go in the future? It's a great fuel if it's affordable, but if it isn't, it's a bit of a moot point. So, as you may recall from my previous video, I went recently and bought a small car, and whilst I don't necessarily say that you must convert to a minimalist camping style, I think there's something to be gained from being inspired by minimalist camping, minimalistic traveling. So if you're already a hiker, you know what minimalism is. If you're already a moto tourer, you know what minimalism is. Same if you're a bike packer. These are skills that are really useful as a big heavy truck comes past us. Because, you know, if you have a little bit more space in a small car, it's a luxury. And what we have is a small car. That was the aim of this trip. Come out with a small car, with a tent that isn't perhaps a small tent, but is still relatively lightweight, compact down into a relatively small area. And in fact, we've even brought a rather large dog with us. So that is what we're going to probably do moving forward. We're going to hopefully develop a camping system that's somewhat minimalistic in the grand scheme of things, and hopefully be able to travel around different places in Australia. So yeah, we've had 4 days trying some things out. We've got a lot of things that we're going to change, going to fix up, going to streamline, but it's been a really good trip. And if you are in the Riverland, in the Barmera area, some really nice places that you can go around, and obviously there's the Murray. But we ended up the other day, for example, at the, what was it, Donna?
Woolshed.
The Woolshed. Donna being on the other side of the camera. I'm sure you're going to hear a lot more from her. The Woolshed is, how would you describe it? It's a brewery, is that fair to say?
That's correct.
It's a lovely brewery on the Murray, and we went there with the dog, which I'm not sure if you can see in the camera, but
You can.
he has, how would we describe him? You've come up with a new name.
He is our little ray of sunshine, or little bundle of sunshine. We are at the Woolshed Brewery again, which is on the way to Paringa, just out of Renmark.
And when you say we
are with myself and Daryl and the little furry treasure.
That is a little furry treasure, in case you didn't know. And we're going to have food this time, and something to drink. Or otherwise known as a furry treasure.
Oh, that's right. Oh, my goodness.
Yes, the furry treasure.
I'm 2 drinks in now. Sorry, audience.
So we've enjoyed travelling with him. He can be a handful at times. He's got a mind of his own. He's a Chinese Shar-Pei, but we took him there the other day. Yeah, lovely place.
Very pet friendly.
Very pet friendly. It's one of the places that we like going. It's one of our regulars when we're in the Riverland. And another thing is, of course, being on the other side of Lake Bonny, we're away from all the lights of Barmera, and that's beautiful if you want to get some, you know, astrophotography in or something similar to that. We haven't had a lot of that because we had a lot of rain, but last night I did manage to get at least one shot of the Eta Carina Nebula. Not one of my better ones, but just nice to be able to be sitting up here trying to get a few images to stack together, and this is what, you know, I came up with. Also, there was a lovely, how would I describe it, moonrise, so that was very pretty over the lake when it was really nice and still. And this is definitely a place we're going to be coming back to. Done a little bit of a reconnaissance for not just ourselves, but some friends that we might bring up here, some family. I've got a niece who's just starting to get into camping, and this is a really good sort of introductory place here at the far end, but also along the side of the lake, a number of similar campsites I'm looking forward to try out. So hopefully in some of the upcoming videos we might do some further camping trips benefiting from the concept of minimalist traveling, lightweight stuff in a small car, one small car with two of us and occasionally a dog. And on that note, I think I will leave it, and we've got a little bit of packing up to do and getting ready for traveling back to Adelaide tomorrow.